guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday. It is the day after Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. Ours was a little strange because of the weather here in southwestern Pennsylvania. It wasn't very nice and we want to have like a barbecue outside on our brand new porch. So we postponed our Mother's Day celebration to next weekend. So we did get to see our mom for a little bit though yesterday, so that was really nice. But our big celebration is hopefully going to be this weekend. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. I don't know if anybody else in the world out there, wherever you are, is having the most craziest, most out there weather ever, but Pennsylvania is definitely on the list of like what the freak is the weather doing. But the little bit of footage that I showed you before this was a couple days ago. I was so happy to get outside. I needed that so bad. I just drove around and let the sun beat on my face and just had some fresh air. And I took little clips and I saw a little horse and some goats and they made me very happy. I probably looked like a total freak because that was somebody's house. As you can tell, you can see it in the background there. I just sat in my car in front of their house watching their horses and their goats and filmed them. Because that's the weirdo I am. But it helped. It helped. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick. This is one of these, hey, how are you? I am still alive. I know I'm not posting as often or as regularly as I was, but I am okay. I am alive, and I hope you're doing well too kind of videos. So I promise you some fun things are coming. I'm in a new location. I'm giving you a new backdrop here. This is my bedroom. And I know I've been talking about this forever where I wanted to do a organize with me video. Guess what? It should be up sometime this week. My husband actually had off one day last week and we spent the entire day. It was a lot more than we thought. And we did reorganize my whole bedroom. And I got my bookshelves done. I'm sitting at my brand new desk. I'm going to show you that. We got rid of the couch that was sitting here. We moved the whole room around. But I had to bring some stuff out of my closet to put different stuff in my closet. If that makes sense. You'll see in the video. Stay tuned. And I have that and it's sitting over here, which you can't see that I have to organize yet. And because of that, I want to get that done so I can do a full finished room tour. And then I have to condense about 4.5 hours of footage into 20 minutes. So that video is coming. And yesterday into today we had a freeze warning, and tonight into tomorrow we had a freeze warning. So hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday, I mean, my God, what is today? May 10th? May 10th, 11th, something like that, the day after Mother's Day. Like, it's freaking May 10th. Like, come on, weather. I need to get my vegetables in the dang garden. So hopefully that video will be coming very soon. I know I've said that like 8 times, but I swear to goodness to you, every time I go to plant my garden, we just had snow. I filmed that. You will actually get to see some snow in my Organize My Bedroom video. It snowed in May. So anyways, I'm not going to go there. And then I also have another fun video planned where I'm going to plant my strawberries in a really cool way. And I want to share that with you guys. But again, the weather has to cooperate. So I have some videos coming, I promise. But so that you guys didn't think I dropped off the face of the earth, I thought I would just pop on really quick and say, hey, how you doing? I hope everybody's well. Kind of video in a different backdrop. I hope to be doing more from this angle. It kind of looks good. Maybe I can move the camera just a little bit. Look. I got stuff on the wall. So I'm excited to share that video with you. I just want to finish it and get it all done. I'm going to plan, and my plan is to do that today as soon as I film this and get it up on YouTube, is to finish this one little section so I can begin the tedious and long process of editing many hours of footage into something I think you will enjoy. But anyways, so I wanted just to pop on here, just make sure you guys know I'm okay. I hope you guys are okay. I know times are very weird right now. Where I live in southwestern Pennsylvania, our governor is, long drawn out story. But anyways, I think he's been pushed into a corner where he's going to move us. I don't know if other states are doing the exact same thing, but we have a color coordinated, like, 5-step thing to get, like, totally reopened again. So we're moving from the red to yellow. And many people are opposed to that. Whereas, like, the small business owners and other people are, like, begging for that. And many of those people have filed class act lawsuits against our governor because he wants to keep us in the red for, I think he said, till June. He wants to keep us in the red, and people are, like, losing their mind over this. I don't know where I stand with any of it because I don't have a small business or anything like that. I'm not in any threat to, like, lose my everything. So I totally understand where these people, they want the state opened because they're going to lose everything. I totally understand where they're coming from. And I totally understand the other people that feel like this is way too soon. We should be close to June, and they're scared to death of, like, a second wave of COVID. You know, I totally get both sides. But, and the sad part of it is, I'm going to say this and then I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to get into debates. But the sad thing is it pins Republicans and Democrats against each other because it's the Democratic Party, and our governor, who is Tom Wolf, is a Democrat. Democrats seem to want to keep everything very closed up, whereas Republicans want everything to be very open. And instead of making it about a personal reason, they're making it like a political thing, and it's pinning people against people. And it's like, we have a pandemic. We have something major going on in our country that's enough to deal with without adding people against people. And it comes, and then it becomes more than just Democrats and Republicans. It becomes personal, and then it leaks out into everything. And in the area we live, like, my sister just encountered some of this yesterday. They've been telling us to, like, avoid Walmarts and bigger places, but especially Walmart, because of us being moved from the red into yellow. The people who are very fearful of a second wave of this, they're panic buying again. Like, for instance, we couldn't get toilet paper or tissues again when we went grocery shopping over the weekend, and they're limiting us to, like, 1 pound of ground beef. That's it. And we couldn't find chicken. So, and yesterday she went in town and McDonald's had a sign up that said no hamburgers. McDonald's didn't have hamburgers. Just weird stuff like that. And she wanted to go into Walmart. I had all these deliver our groceries, so I didn't even leave the house. But she wanted to go to Walmart. She had things she needed to do. And when she came home, she was like, I should have never went. It was absolutely crazy. And then when I was leaving, there was, like, a physical fight right next to her car. And she's like, I don't know exactly what it was over, but it was a guy saying horrible things to this woman and saying something about her food stamps and what she bought, and she shouldn't have been allowed. And they were like, and she was, like, afraid to go to her car. And I said this in another video. I said, that's what it feels like. I feel like the tension is so high. And it's like, you know, people just assume, well, if you have this, then you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat, so we're just gonna battle it out, kind of thing. So it, like, pins people against people, and it's very sad. It's very sad. And I have talked way too much about that. But it makes me very sad, and it makes me not want to leave the house. I'm just being honest. It makes me like, I don't want to deal with this stuff. And on top of it, I don't want to deal with long lines and wearing that damn mask. I hate that thing with a passion. That thing makes me feel like, number one, I can't breathe right in it, and it makes me feel very panicky because I can't breathe right. And if you just pull that thing down, like the other day, I went somewhere and I had to pull it down just a little bit because I really felt like I could not breathe. And I didn't take it off. I just pulled it down so I could take a breath through my nose. people looked at me like I was walking in there with guns blazing, gonna rob the place or something, because I pulled my mask down to breathe. So it's like, yeah, I think I'd rather not. Kind of thing, which is depressing. It's very depressing. It's depressing not being able to do what you want to do. So I'm not gonna talk about this. I've already kind of talked to you guys about this before, but it just seems to be a little bit more intense right now because everybody's fighting over, should we be in the red or should we be in the yellow? And it's like, I'm totally like Switzerland. I don't know where we should be. I don't know where we should be because I understand both sides and I don't know who's right. And that's the sad thing. I don't think anybody knows who's right. I hope you guys can relate. I don't know what each state is doing, but this is what Pennsylvania is doing and this is what I'm dealing with. So it's a little intense. But hopefully by middle of the summer, we'll kind of be back to normal. I'm not sure we'll ever be normal again, all the way normal. I don't know. But hopefully by midsummer, things will be kind of back to normal and I'll feel a little bit more like myself and maybe a little bit more inspired to do some things. But right now, guys, I am not inspired except for to do things in my home. And where it's very important to me, I just feel like sometimes it's not very good content for you guys. I think it would be very uninteresting. I'm even struggling a little bit with showing you organizing my room, but really that's what I'm doing. And some people really do like organization videos and things like that. So I feel like it's okay to share that with you. And I even feel like these one-on-one talks, I'm not sure those are what you would consider good content either. But I'm trying. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I just want to say that wherever you are in all of this political stuff, whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you agree, whether you don't agree, whether you like Trump, whether you don't like Trump, whether you think he's doing a good job or you don't think he's doing a good job, I love you. I'm glad that you're here. I'm going to tell you the same things that I keep telling myself, and that's that this too shall pass. Things will be okay. And my new outlook on life is finding the adventure in everyday things, because I'm all about adventure and new experiences. And it's like when you take the hope of adventure and new experiences and trying things and going new places and doing things you've never done. And I had a spring calendar packed full of Comic Cons and visits to New Jersey and meetups and beach adventures. Like, I had a spring packed full going to see Joyce Myers, going to Hershey, going to Sights and Sounds Theater, all these things. And it was all stripped from me. And it's like, now what? See, those are all adventures for me. Those are all having new experiences and trying new things that I've never tried before, seeing new things. And that's where my passion is at. That's what really makes me tick. I love being outside and seeing things and doing things and having new experiences and those kinds of things. And like when that was taken from me, it kind of left me feeling very overwhelmingly depressed a little bit. I had to come to a place where I just have to be okay with what's going on and where I'm at. And my new look is trying to find adventure and fun in everyday things. And that's where I'm at. And that's where I want to encourage you in, is that whatever situation you're in, which we're all in all different ones. Some people, you know, they're struggling. Some people are okay. Some people are trying to balance work and children because children are home from school and all these things. Wherever you are in all of this, you're not alone. You're not alone. Just keep telling yourself this too will pass. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it can't go on forever. And we will come back to some kind of normalcy. And if you have faith, keep your faith. If you pray, pray. If you believe in positive energy, just pull as much as you can into yourself. Try to do good things for other people. Try to do good things for you because you're worth it too. And try to find adventure and experiences in everyday living. And try to take away as much as you can from this. Even though we're kind of forced into this and we may not like it, we can still try to find something good in each day. Every day may not be great, but there's something good in each day. And try to stay focused on that. And if you like to draw or journal or any of those things, draw and journal or both, or get magazines and rip out experiences that you want to do when this is all over. Try to stay focused on those things. And that's where I'm at. That's kind of what I'm doing. So I thought I would just share that with you and give you the promise of hopefully some videos that aren't like this. I'm actually doing something and I can share it with you. And that's where I'm at. So I don't want to make this video super long. It's just a kind of, I'm still alive, guys. Really and truly. I'm just surviving like you. And I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can. This is kind of where I'm at. And I've lost, I hate to use that word lost, but it really is the truth. I've lost a lot of my mojo. And then I recognized something. Okay, we're at 16 minutes, so I hope I don't make this really, really long, but I was doing some research and just doing some things, just doing me stuff, and I just turned 40, December 28th, and yes, guys, I'm 40 years old. I know, I can't believe it either some days. And I mentioned this at the beginning of 2020, that I was going to make some changes to my channel. That's even why I changed the name, because a lot of the things that I was very interested in, my likes and my tastes and things are changing, and I don't want to force myself and be fake just to keep views up. I'm trying to be real and authentic. And my crafting and all that stuff, I've been losing the zeal for that for quite some time. My interest and my likes and my tastes are changing drastically. And I'm dealing with new emotional things. And I'm not able to go to the doctor and all of this the way I'm supposed to and all this stuff. So I have a feeling, I made a video a year or two ago about I have thyroid disease. So I also think my thyroid's a little off, which plays a big part in my emotional well-being. But I just turned 40, and one day I was sitting there, I was watching a silly movie, and this lady goes, "We can still have life at 40 years old. Just because we're going through premenopause doesn't mean our life is over. Our emotions are out the wall and we're having hot flashes, but we're still us." And I went, premenopause? Oh my gosh, that's a real thing in 40? Really? It could start at 40? So I did a whole bunch of research. It could start at like 38. And for some people, it can last up to like 10 years, to like you're 50. And I'm like, oh my God. And then when you read some of the like effects of premenopause, you got like this little list in front of you, and I got my little mental pen, and I'm going, check, 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 check. Holy crap. I think I'm going through premenopause. On top of, I haven't had blood work for about 6 months, and my thyroid's probably really off. So I'm thinking when things are kind of back to normal and I can get my thyroid checked and get new thyroid meds and find out if I really am in premenopause and get me some hormones, I might come back to I might be a little bit more of me again. But somewhere in all of this, I kind of feel like I lost myself. Like I feel like I'm just not the same person I was a year and a half ago. And my interests and my desire and my oomph to do things is like non-existent. It's just like non-existent. I fight with it, but more than not, it usually wins. And then at the end of the day, I get so mad at myself that I let it win. But I feel like I'm forcing myself to do stuff I don't like. I feel like my whole life is like making myself do stuff that I don't really enjoy. And what the heck fun is that? So this might be some new places my channel goes, like, let's do premenopause together. and trying to do weight loss while you're going through premenopause and have hypothyroidism and I'm having a hot flash. Anyways, it's already 20 minutes. I'm gonna get off of here. So I think that's some of the reason that's going on with me. So I have like some real medical, like internal stuff going on, and then you add all this outside stuff with the pandemic and coronavirus and people being mean to each other and all this other stuff, and everybody's going crazy. And I feel like I'm going to lose my mind, and it just sucks the joy right out of me, is where I'm at. But I am okay. I am alive. I'm not suicidal or anything like that. I just have days where I'm just like, oh my God, this has to be over soon. But anyways, I hope everybody's well. I'm well. Hopefully this week I will have at least one more video up after this one, which will hopefully be Organize My Room With Me video. And then after that, it should be planting video and maybe some strawberries, or maybe I'll do some vlogs type stuff, or I was even thinking about doing some aesthetic stuff and just being positive, because I need it and I really think the world needs it. So I don't know what's coming, but if you like it, please stick with me. I'm trying to be as real and authentic as possible. I'm sorry I'm not doing crafts right now, but I just don't feel like being fake. And if you came to my channel because I'm known as the crafty lady or whatever, and I'm not doing that, then I'm really sorry. And if you leave the channel, I understand. But for those of you who come on here and want something a little different, I think we're about ready to embark on that. So I hope you're well. I hope to hear from you down in the comments. I hope God blesses you and keeps you, and I hope everything just turns out okay in the end of all of this, and that people still love people. Anyways, I'm just gonna go. I love you guys. Have a great day. I will see you later this week, I promise. And until then, do what you love, do it large, do it in a pandemic, do it however you can do it. Until then, bye guys.